What is up, Vikings? I hope you had a fantastic day. Today we will be looking at the puzzle games or the so-called adventures. I know that most of you might have finished those. I always wanted to do this tutorial because I want to help you finish those, and you might get stuck with one or two of these when you're doing your dailies, because even if you finished the adventures in the story mode, sometimes you might have to do one which is more or less tricky during the daily puzzle games. So we will go through every single puzzle game or adventure, and I will show you how you can easily complete those. So let's go. In order to start the puzzle games, you click on, oh, you don't see it really, but it's here on the left, the dungeon icon, and then you get to the puzzle games dialog. And as you can see, I took a new account to really show you how you do each level, and especially when and how to get those rewards, because there are a few rewards that you will definitely want to get. So let's get started with the first part, Treasury of the Nibelung. Let's get in here and start at the bottom, and this one honestly is pretty easy. The first thing that you need to do is kill this little guy, and you do it by sliding the slider from the treasure. Then he gets killed. The next step, don't forget to expand this one here, otherwise your little treasure hunter falls down and runs into the spikes. But if you extend this one, you are safe to go. He lands on the slider and goes towards the treasure. Pretty easy. Well, let's go to the second one, the treasure chest. And here the steps are also quite easy. You open the top left slider so that he can hook the hook in the ceiling here and doesn't land on the first wall. And then you will also need to extend this slider, because otherwise your treasure hunter will fall into this hole here. And then you're ready to go. You can unleash your treasure hunter. He will grapple on top, land on this, and run towards his friend. I was surprised because he landed on the spikes of the grid and didn't die. I mean, he should at least have hurt himself a bit. Yeah, but he's a tough one. So let's go to the next one. This is number 3. And here is an important step that you need to do first. You need to first unleash the lava on top so it solidifies with the water. Now you got a solid matter, and release this solid matter on the spike so that your treasure hunter can walk on it. And then just let the sword fall down on this poor little dude. Not sure what he did, but for some reason he deserves to die, and our treasure hunter can grab this mortal sword. There we go. This was number 3. Let's go to number 4, which is this treasure. So the first thing that you want to do in this puzzle is extend the slider in the middle so that your treasure hunter doesn't fall all the way down on the lowest level, because otherwise he will run into the spikes. Then you need to release your treasure hunter, and here the timing is important. Once he falls down, you immediately press the slider below the scroll, because otherwise, and I show you what otherwise means. So we do this one, and if we pull this one straight, he will run to the spikes. You will see it in a second. So this is important to hit the right timing here. Once he falls through the gate, I show it again. You click the one in the middle, you release him, let him walk, and once he starts falling down, you can already press the scroll slider and finish the puzzle. That is it. So let's go for number 5. Here the first thing you need to do is release the stone, so the stone rolls into the spikes, and then you release the treasure hunter. He can walk on the stone and get to his treasure. That's it. Pretty straightforward. And now that we finished number 5, we can already get this reward here, which are 2 hero skins. And those are extremely important for especially training, because I closed this real quick. So you will want those for the training aspect. Let's have a look what they offer. They have learning speed, building speed. Most of you have that finished. And then there is warrior training speed plus 15. So when you train troops, you definitely want to activate this. First of all, because of the training speed, but also because of the number of warriors in training plus 30. When you're hitting invaders, the marching speed plus 20 can come in handy. So if you're planning to hit invaders for a bit longer, also take the skin. Troop capacity, when you're planning on yielding, comes especially handy when you're yielding big resource tiles like level 8 and 9 from Fury, or producing resources, which I don't think anybody's actually doing nowadays. So let's get back to the puzzles and do number 6. What you will want to do here is kick this dude. So once he's on the top, you press the, I don't know, the bumper. So he gets ejected into the void. Then you can already release the treasure and open this so he walks on it. Not like this. That's a bad timing. Wait for the head to be on the bottom. Let's do it again. We kick this dude. Can already release this. And once it's going downwards, you open the slider and he gets to the treasure. That's it. So also a bit of timing in there. So let's get to number 7. For number 7, you start off by releasing the lava so that the invader, or what's that called? Do I have a name? Probably the treasure defenders if we are the treasure hunter. Well, anyways, you then release the water. And it solidifies so that our treasure hunter can walk on it. Then you need to make sure that the grapple hook is available for our treasure hunter, and then you can release him. You will grapple up, jump to the treasure, and that's it. There we go. Let's go to the next one with level 8. And as you can tell, it gets a bit trickier. On the top right, the first treasure defender, we can just release him and he falls into the void. The second one, we also need to kill him because we need to get down to the treasure. But we need to wait until the fire is active. Now we open it, so he falls into the fire and gets crispified. And now the timing is important. I will open the slider. I will tell you when. He will walk down and then we need to press this button here and keep it pressed because otherwise it returns. You can see I press it and then it returns. So we press it once he falls down onto this one, because otherwise he would fall into the void. And that's something we want to avoid. Right, so let's wait until this one just finishes. The fire is almost over and then we let him walk. Now we click the button down below so he doesn't fall into the void. Don't get stressed because of this fire. It will turn off just in time so he gets to the treasure. So again, the top slider, you open it just when the fire ends and then you should be fine. Now let's get to number 8. Number 8 is, that's actually just one trick. This dude is walking down here, the treasure defender, and we need to wait for the moment when he's on the left so that we can block him. So now he's trapped, he's blocked with this slider and cannot harm us anymore. Then we can open this one, we kill this defender with the treasure as we did in a previous scenario, and then our treasure hunter can just walk smoothly to the treasure and enjoy whatever is in there. There we go. Also pretty easy, so let's look at number 10. This one here has a few traps. First of all, you probably don't see it really. I didn't in the first place, but here's a stone up there. And if I let my treasure hunter just run, the stone will kill him. So we need to block the stone first. The second thing that will kill him is this fire. And in this scenario, we can just block it so that the fire doesn't burn our treasure hunter. And now it's just a timing thing about when to hit this lift here. And you can do it once it passes, when it's on the way downwards. You saw the stone fall down. When it's on the way downwards, You can already click it. He will go to the hole, take the grapple, and jump to the treasure. So pretty easy. So we have number 11. And this is one of these scenarios that is rather tricky because you need to consider a few things. First of all, you need to block the wheel. Once it's blocked, you will let your treasure hunter walk onto the wheel and it will get stuck in the middle. And now what you want to do is release the stone so he gets ejected right to the treasure. And that is it. So we can already do number 12. And this one is, kind of tricky as well. First of all, you want to click the slider below the fire so he doesn't fall into the spikes. And now it's just a timing thing. And usually it works pretty well when waiting until the fire just finished so that he can walk through safely. So we wait until the fire, it's burning, 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 and now we release it. He will walk and kind of make it. The next thing is he will jump on top, and now we need to press the first slider, release it, go to the second slider, press it, and that's it. So we start to have these quick command combos where you need to be quick on certain actions so that he actually makes it. But this one is also, still rather easy. Let's go to number 13. For number 13, the important thing is to release or to activate the slider next to the treasure first. Otherwise, the stone will get stuck in the first one. But we need the stone for the spikes on the bottom right. And we can also already release the grapple hook up here because our treasure hunter will need it. And by pressing this one, we will activate the stone and the treasure hunter at the same time. But don't worry, it will work just fine. And I was wondering in the beginning if the stone would crush the grapple hook. It's not the case, as you can see, so you can already do it in this order. And that's it. Number 14 is a treasure chest, and it is one of the puzzles where you need to watch for different timings. So the first one thing to do is we want to trap the treasure defender down there. And then we need to release our treasure hunter right after the fire finished. So we will wait until the fire activates. Now it's done. We let him jump. He grapples up just in time. And now we let him get stuck here first. We wait again till the fire is off. He will jump down, and right in time we need to press this jump pad so he jumps up again. We can do it in 2 steps in case you want to do it slowly. So the first step is we wait again for the fire till it turns off, and then we open the slider where the treasure hunter is currently blocked. We wait for another fire cycle. It works in 1 if you're quick, but if you are scared, do it in 2. And now we press it so he jumps up and gets to the treasure safely. That's the safe method. The final chapter or puzzle is number 15. And here they introduce a new mechanic which I personally hate, and it's the slider here. But let's do the easy thing first. It's this stone, which will kill the defender and make sure we can get across the spikes. And there are a few things to consider because we need to keep in mind 3 things. The fire. We cannot activate this at any time. We need to wait for the fire to turn off and then do it. We need to free our treasure hunter so he can walk. And then at the same time, activate this slider. The slider will go across and block these from rotating. Otherwise, our treasure hunter will just fall through and go straight into the spikes. And the easiest thing is you click the treasure hunter first, you count till 2, or once he starts marching, you activate the slider. So let's wait for the fire to ignite. Then we do the treasure hunter. So again, we wait for the fire to ignite, and then we do the 2 seconds. 1, 2, and you click. And it's the exact moment when the treasure hunter will start walking. And that's it. It's just a timing question, but with the 1, 2 and you click, it should work. Or timing wise, right when the treasure hunter starts walking, the slider needs to be clicked. And that's it. That is the first chapter, Treasury of the Nibelungs, and we can, don't forget, down here, you can get some rewards, and in this case it's 870k gold and 28,015 minute boosts. So make sure you claim those. And in the next video, we will talk about Bandits Hideout and go through every single puzzle of those to make sure you guys can handle those. This is the next video. I hope to see you in this one. Until then, have a great day, happy puzzling, and I see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.